Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, it's the 28th of March. We are going to devour the mods today and we're going to get it done. Today's mods, today, one episode, not in two parts. Fingers crossed. We've got some updates as well today. The map Palanki by Bartson V3 has had an update. It doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. The map Tassie Farm by Carl TG Wiki Plays has had an update. A few things have changed on that. There's some extra stuff in the Peat equipment pack that comes with it as well. That says that a new save game is required. The Peat equipment pack by Carl TG NMC T-Bone on Wiki Plays. The Kirkling Rebel Classic 600T by Grossflation Design and Simon. The Tractor Triangle by Weekend Farmers Taxes. The 10-Winkle Weight Package by Vertex Design. The Multi-Fruit Farm Storage by Antics. The Object Storages by Delandire. The Industrial Bakery by Dogface. These four won't be showing. They weren't on there when I did my screen grab earlier. The Big Polish Garage, the Polish Garage, the Garage Workshop and the Grain Warehouse, all by Raider. We have then got the Beehives by Missy B and the Placeable Wall Lights by AgrarKadabra have all had updates. So we start with this. This is the Ground Markings by Andi Modding, 2.84 megabytes download. These are 4s on the slot count, 50 for each one. There are 13 in one section, 13 in another section, and 6 in another section. Build mode, decoration, and others is where you'll find them. So these are our categories: industrial markings, traffic markings, and warning markings. So if we zoom in on those, that's as close as you can get. It's a little bit of a tricky one, but anyway. So if you click on that, area is restricted. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do these first, the industrial markings. And then we go customize. So we've got risk of slipping, forklift traffic stop marking, high voltage, danger to life, risk of fire, extreme cold, gloves, helmet, warning strips. That's quite handy actually. I like that idea, warning strips. Caution, objects may fall, earmuffs, danger, back to risk of slipping. Come out of there and come down to our traffic markings and then customize. We've got bus marking, bike marking, car, road arrow. These can be, the road arrow can be rotated around if you want to as well. Double road arrow with the turning. Again, you can, I don't think we can flip that one. That's interesting actually, because that only has one turn option. Hasn't got one to the right. Anyway, no stopping left, right, no parking left, no parking right, human marking. I was going to say human parking. I suppose if you want to park, human marking, parking lot marking, and we're back to bus again. If we go from there to this section here, the warning marking, and we customize, we have got our tractor marking, we have got cow marking, wild crossing, horse marking, construction site, narrowed street, and back to tractor marking. What I would say is, it's great that they go onto the ground, and some of them, the road markings, absolutely, and for parking and stuff like that. Some of these markings, I think it would be, sometimes when we get the lanterns and wall lights and things like that, if you bring the marking across and went up the side of a building, it would show on the side of a building, so you could place it there like a sign on a building. Because if you want a warning, you want the warning in your eye line, because not a lot of people, not everyone walks on looking at the floor. Again, I'm being picky, it was just, but the detail and stuff on it is absolutely brilliant. Clear, concise. You can make up some signs and symbols and messages for people. That's a particularly good one, isn't it? I like that one a lot. Anyway, that's the ground markings by Andi Modding. Next, we've got these representative. So this is of the Farm Fence Pack by Holzs FS, 5.59 megabytes download. 4 slots for the wire. There are 16 segment options on that. And then 2 slots for the wood, and there are 6 options. The wood version has more of the gate options on it, although it does have some fence sections. This one is all fence sections with no gate options. Build mode on our decoration, but we're on our fences. We go to there to our wire fence. I need to pick a section where we can actually see it, and we want to go, he says, there we go. So there's our first one. That again, that's as close as we can zoom in. When I come to edit, hopefully I'll remember, and I will zoom in. So that's segment 1, 2, 3. I don't want to change between 2 and 3. Is it wire? And then I can't see the wire. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So it's variations on the same thing. It's just different designs, different colours, different wear patterns, basically. If we come off that one, we come to the, he says, off there, onto that one. There we go. And we do this one, go there. So that's a double section. If you want it facing the other way, we go the other way. The problem with going this way is you can't see properly. It doesn't sit in the middle of the menu. The post does. When you go that way, it disappears off to the left. So I tend to go this way. But we can only on the it's only on the gate, so we can switch. So that's segment 1, and then we got gate that goes with it. Segment 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're back again. Onto sound. How's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counted them completely wrong, didn't I? If we come to our gate sections, there's no colour options. They come as they are. We can reverse the gates, which reverses the way they open. I mean, that's as straightforward as it gets, really. So we come to this one here. Depending on which way we put our gate, forward or reverse, will depend on which way it opens. And there you have it. That's the Farm Fence Pack by Holzs FS. Next we've got over here, this is cool. We had another pack like this a while ago, but I like the way this works. It's very cool. Placeable tyre tracks by AgrarKadabra. 1.63 megabytes download, ones on the stock counts, and these can adapt or not adapt in the customization option. That's up to you. So as you can see, we've got a sweeping hill here. And what used to happen in the past was you'd place down a decorative something like this, whether it be oil slicks or whatever, but these are tyre tracks. And they would sit above the ground, and you'd have to landscape the ground to get it to fit. These fit to the landscape if you want them to. So we go into our build mode. This was also under decoration and others. Yes, it was. There we go. So they're all here. There's 13 in this pack. What I'm going to do is grab those. Now, the problem is, when you're on the slope, it's hard to see them. So you can see them on the floor there now, where it's flat. It says areas restricted. That's fine. So you can see them there. Under customize, you've got the option for place on terrain, so that will match the terrain, the curve of the terrain, or that one, place on cursor height, so that will be on whatever your level is. So if you want to put these into silage clamps or into sheds, something that's flat already, you want it on that one. If not, you want it on that one, because that will allow you then to... Now, when I go up here, you won't be able to see it, which is the only frustrating thing is, when you want to place it on the hillside, you can't actually see where it is. So when it comes to placing, how do you kind of go about it? I've got to kind of just try and line it up a little bit there. If I press X now, there we go. So it's followed the curve up the hillside. And there's all those ones to pick from, so you can mess around then with your landscaping, with your texture palette, your paint palette, and add these on top to give you various different textures for wheel tracks, wheel treads, to either fit the terrain or sit on the flat. It's up to you. Placeable tyre tracks by AgrarKadabra. Next we've got this. We've got the Old Brick Garage by Krecik. Just here. Build mode and sheds is where you will find it. This is 12.45 megabytes download, 5 slots and 25,000 to buy. No customization options. It comes as it is. There's no lighting inside. Nicely made and detailed. An Old Brick Garage by Krecik. I've got a bit more time today, so I don't mind saying the things out loud. Next, we've got this. This is the Bio Tank by Grimlock RRC. 1.68 megabytes download, 10 slots, 25,000 to buy. You find this under sell points because it is a sell point. It's not a storage tank, it is for selling. If we come into here, and we go to our selling options. Now, this is for selling things like liquid fertilizer, herbicide, those kind of things. And you can only sell it from tanks. You can't sell it from pallets. So if you've bought an IBC or a pallet or whatever it might be of liquid fertilizer or herbicide or something like that, you can't bring a pallet here. It would have to be put into a tanker first and then bought here, or if you're producing slurry and things like that. So if we come down to, what am I looking for? Let's find herbicide, just there. Go across, biotank at the top. Now I will say, I've got the Sell Everything mod by Schultz Modding on here as well. Sell Everything just there. It's 1,500 at the biotank and 2,203 at the Schultz Modding one. I mean, it's a sell point. At the end of the day, it's there for taking those things to it. I was just going to check, actually, if we can do slurry and manure and stuff at this as well? I think we can. Up the top, biotank. Yep. Price is, yeah, it's equitable, shall we say? So there you go. I mean, that's what it's designed for at the end of the day. Silage. Have we got a price on there? Nope. Slurry. Yes. Biotank at the top. Solid fertilizer. Yep. Up at the top. Biotank. So yeah, that's what it's designed for. Sell point, like I said, biogas. Build mode, blimey. Build mode and your sell points is where you'll find it. There's no customization options. It comes just as it is. That's the biotank. Next, we've got this. This is the old storage barn. This is by JM Gaming. It is 18.14 megabytes download. It's under your silos section because this is a bale and pallet storage facility. 12 slots, 24,000 to buy. No customization option on this. It will hold 600 items. These doors, the small door at the front here will open. These two doors here will open. You can go inside. I didn't find a light switch, but I'm looking up and I can't actually see a light in here at all. The texture, it's an interesting... I mean, it's a wood grain, definitely. It's a very dark red, isn't it? But you can see it takes everything. So I've got bales in there. I've got pallets in there. I've got an IBC in there. I've got a big bag in there. 600 items is what you can store in there. Putting in is done just here. And then taking out, if we come to our dialog box just there, it gives us our option to pick where we want. Click on it, and it should put it outside. There we go. To be collected. So there you have it. That's the old storage barn by JM Gaming. Next to that, we've got representative of 2. This is one of. So this is the Lizard Medium Silos Pack. Well, this is Medium Silos Pack. I would question that. It's by DH Modding. 16.74 megabytes download. It is 8 slots for both of them. One is a 5 million litre and one is an 8 million litre. Is that medium? I suppose we're up into the 10 millions and stuff these days, so who knows. These are multi-fruit silos as well, so they will take pretty much everything. This really nicely made and detailed, loads of detail going on this. We've got some customization options on this as well. We've got the option for brick wall on the side, which I do like the brick texture. Well, there's a concrete option. With the concrete option, you can also change the colour of the concrete, so it looks like the concrete's been painted. If we come inside, we should have the option to come up for turn on or off our lights. So putting into the silo is done here, taking out of the silo is done just there, under there. All the legs, all the various different things are there that should be. If we come up here and go across to our silos, and we are looking just there. So for 300,000 you get the 5 million litre, which is a little bit smaller, as you can see there, and then the one we placed there, 450,000. Actually, you know what, let's do it with this one. So if we look there, our customization option now, you've got exposed brick wall or concrete. If we go concrete, we can change our color. Let's go for red, so it changes the color of the concrete work. If I go back up and go back to brick wall, the color's irrelevant. It only works if you've got the concrete on there, and like I said, they are multi-fruit silos as well. So that is the Lizard Medium Silos Pack by DH Modding. Next, and just over here, we've got 2 of a pack. So this is the Wifo HMZ Pallet Fork Pack with tension belts by NASA B82. We've got one under front loaders, one under telehandlers, one under wheel loaders, one under skid steer loaders, and one in the miscellaneous section. So in all the separate sections, they are pallet forks. And then in the miscellaneous section, you've got the Wifo pallet handler 3-point link mount, which is got kind of like a forklift without the forklift. You just attach it yourself. They all have the option for, well, not the option, they all come with pallet forks attached. So I'll show you one of them. Like I say, they're in all the different categories, but just there, we can change the colour. And it's in all those categories there. If we come down to the bottom here to our miscellaneous, there's the standard Wifo. So there's our modded version, and again we can change the main colour, but it has tension straps. So what we'll do, jump in here, start that up, unfold, so we can raise and lower that. We've got it right to the ground. I'm not sure I can get under this log or not, but there we go, tension straps on. The log's probably a little bit too heavy. It has actually grabbed all of the logs, which is, you know, if you're doing this to the wheel loader or something, I mean, even just with I don't want all the logs, just a little bit of log, please. Still grab both? I mean, to be fair, oh, there you go. Like I say, I should have put a weight on the front. It's kind of going up, as you can see. So yeah, the tension straps aren't visible, but they are on the pallet forks. And if you go for obviously a wheel loader or a telehandler or something with more weight to it, as far as logging and stuff like that goes, it could make all of those things much easier. As far as pallets goes, one of the pallet sets of pallet forks we had recently, was it the Mack Trucker 921? Someone messaged me to say the pallets don't stay on them. They will tension strap down like this one now. If I do that, that's curious. Well, if I do tension straps and do it, there you go. So they will tension strap the items down. It does look like if you haven't got the tension straps on, they will just, yeah, it does make it a little bit easier when you try and load pallets and stuff up there. But there you go. Tension straps on those 5 separate items on the Wifo HMZ pallet fork pack with tension belt by NASA B82. Next, we got this, and this is cool. This is the Slurry spreaders by Smety, 1.15 megabytes download and 2 slots. Now, in the Slurry tools, Slurry equipment section, we've got tankers and we've got spreaders. Some of the spreaders have a 3-point link on the back, and that is for putting attachments on. There's various different attachments. Some of the spreaders already have a splash plate on. So if we go into our menu and we go to our Slurry situation, he says, which is just there. So if I click on that, for example, you'll see on the back of there's a splash plate on it. Fine. That one, if we swing around, has already got the drag hose, drip hose on it. This one just has a 3-point link, and that's designed for you to add an attachment on, which are here. So a slurry tool, whether it be a cultivator, drag hose, whatever it might be. Now what has happened is, in this situation, this has been added in under your slurry tools, and we can go with a spreader plate, which is 10 metre spread width. We can go with a swivel distributor at 12 metres or a double at 16 metres. Once you've purchased that, that attaches like a slurry tool attachment on the back, and basically turns one of these tankers with the 3-point into just a general slurry spreader. So you don't need hyper duper super duper whooper extra bits and bells and whistles and stuff. So when we back up, the pipe will attach like that. Why are we not turning on? That's worrying. Oh, I said lower the slurry distributor. That was weird. So why would I need to lower it? Yeah, I just had to lower it to turn it on. There you go. 16 metres of slurrying goodness. So not overly expensive, not crazy stuff. Then raise that and it turns it off again. So yeah, so in this case it's not turn on or off, it's raise or lower, which will turn that on in whichever configuration you have gone for. That's a very handy bit of kit, that. That's the Slurry Spreaders by Smety. Next, we have got this making an awesome return. The amount of people that have been asking me, messaging me, direct messaging me, commenting about this, when's it coming? I mean, at least 2 that I know of. So the Devour Trees returns by Rowley Christie 1, VSR Modding Sur. 3.45 megabytes download and 2 slots. I've gone for a couple of different options to show you the various different things we can do. If you're looking for a mulcher type dealio that can get rid of trees really quickly, this is your kiddie. We've got a few different bits and bobs out there already. I know people are waiting for the Trex, the T-Rex 600 from Black Sheep Modding. But we've got this, and I use this a lot on various different Let's Plays. You will find it under your forestry equipment, and it is under the mulcher part. So just there. That TMC canceller, the basic one, that does work really well. That will get rid of trees, it will get rid of stumps, stuff like that. But this here, Devour Trees, is 25 grand for the base model. Now in this configuration, there, now that says options, capacity 50,000 litres. So you can have this with a 50,000 litre capacity. So in essence, it's a trailer within itself, and it stores your wood chips in a different dimension is how it works. Now, if you don't want to have a capacity, you can turn it off, which brings the price down. So 25 grand, you got your Devourer. Now, with no capacity, you can get this to basically just clear trees, clear stumps, and you've got nothing to deal with. There's nothing you've got to worry about. But you've got real or unreal. If we then go for unreal, it puts a pipe on it as well. which now means, well, not when I'm clearing stumps, but when I'm clearing trees, I will get the wood chip from those trees. And it's a quick, effective way of taking down trees, getting wood chip. If for whatever reason you need wood chip, there might be a production, there might be something that's producing something, you need a load of wood chip, this will do it for you. Main colour on here, anything on that pallet does the whole thing. So the price goes up a bit when you do that, but it is well worth it. So in this configuration, pipe in or out. Now here's the curious thing. So that's pipe out. So we're not ready to go yet. That's pipe in. Now this one that doesn't have a pipe on it still has the option for pipe in and pipe out. You still have to do pipe out to get it to work, but it won't do anything. Whereas this one will now put the stuff into a trailer. Or you can just have the 50,000 litre capacity, and with the pipe on it, you can, I mean I still could if I did it with 50,000 litre capacity, I can do 50,000 litres, then drive it to somewhere and it will unload into a trailer or into a sell point or into a production, whatever you want to do. So what we're going to do now is turn it on. It's quite noisy. I hope this works now. I haven't actually tried it yet. It always worked really well before. Now, you didn't always need to lower it, but what I will do is lower it. Let's go to the front, lower that down. I'm not going to do it. Maybe it does need to be raised. There we go. Boom. Where did my wood chip go? That's strange. Ah, okay. I'm concerned now because that now is doing what I was going to show you this one and say, look, you can just remove trees, there's no wood chips, there's no mess, there's nothing to tidy up, it will just do it. But that's what that's doing. What I'm going to do very quickly, I'm going to go and grab one with a capacity, because maybe it's that. Maybe it's because it needs to have the capacity. I'm sure I used to run it like this, because with the pipe it's just supposed to take the wood chip, but I'll try with a capacity and see if it's that. Okay, so this one's got a capacity of 50,000 litres now, so potentially... Please do your thing. Yeah, look, see now it's showing wood chip. It's saying wood chip there. So yeah, it just needs the capacity. I'm trying to think, I'm sure the previous version didn't. Maybe it did. But anyway, regardless of that, you can still, let's do this one. It won't get wood chip in this. I think I probably need to cover this from a different angle. That's quite a big old stump on that. Let's get a couple more down. Boom, wood chip. Should have been a giveaway. The fact bottom right it wasn't showing a wood chip amount. Let's try and find a bigger tree. I did put a placeable one down. One that should have a bit more chippage to it. Like this bad boy here. That. Come on. Oh, I did the other one. You're making me look bad. There we go, that's curious. So it took the tree but didn't wood chip. I wonder if it's been coded to not do placeable trees. That would be curious if it is the case. Let me go and try one of the big old Manchurians. Just because it was too big. No, we'll have a look. Let's see. Right in the Manchurians. Oh, there we go. Did put in. There's a fair old bit to that. What the? Hang on just a moment. I suppose that is right, though, isn't it? Let's go there. Stump should go in a minute. Backing off of that. But anyway, yeah, so there you go. It will devour trees if you just want to use it to get rid of trees. But if you want to be using it for getting some extra wood chip, it will take trees out. I'm not sure why it didn't do that other one. That's strange, that is. So yeah, if you want it to do wood chip, you're going to need it to have the capacity. Maybe I'm just misremembering. But anyway, I've spent too long on that. Let's Devour Trees by Smety. Next, we've got these two just here. This is the Lizard JR Vineyard Pack by azbunker. 14.57 megabytes download. Under Grape Tools, you will find the sprayer, the TR440, 6 slots, 4 meter spray width with a 400 litre tank. And then just there, under Mulchers, you will find the TF140, 2 slots, 1.4 meters wide. No customization options on either of them, I don't think there were. But with our 400 litres of liquid fertiliser in, do I need to unfold it or anything first? It should just be a case of... What's that doing? Oh, it's adjusting the nozzles. Look, so L1, I was just double checking that. L1 and right stick up and down, you see the nozzles moving? Then L1, R1, right stick side to side, it moves the different sets of nozzles in different directions, so you can adjust your nozzles to give you different spread patterns if you want to. That's up to you. Turn it on. There we go. Fertilising out to 4 meters. Nice animation. Fan turning, spinning, doing its thing as it should do. Turn that off. Drop that down. Now, and I don't think it does need mulching, but I will. It looks like it should, but it doesn't always. Every time I've tried to show vineyard equipment, my crops are never, or my vines are not in a position where they're ready to do the thing I want to show, but it should mulch the grass, if it's grass that can be cut. There you go, it's taking the grass back a stage. Will it mulch this? No, of course not, because that's weeds. But as you can see with the grass, it is mulching, which is what it's designed to do at 1.4 meters. There we go. Very handy. The Lizard JR Vineyard Pack by azbunker. Next, we've got this little stunner. This is the hand lawnmower. This is by JMZ. 4.2 megabytes download, 3 slots, 0.5 meters of cutting. It doesn't actually give a capacity. Hand tools, just there. 1,500. I thought it said in the description 150. Maybe I misread that. We've got closed flap on the side. We've got side discharge, and then we've got grass catcher. But the grass catcher doesn't say what the capacity is. So I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? You can have with or without stickers. We can change the main colour to anything on the pallet, which does that. Design colour does the handle. And then design colour next does the rims. Like so. So we jump on it, start it up. I love the fact that from there, start it up, closes the thing down, so we're good to go. We turn it on, lower our mower. Let's see. It's not actually, it doesn't have a capacity, does it? It's just cutting the grass. So rather than side discharge, it's just mowing and putting the grass down the floor. So having the catcher on the back doesn't actually catch anything. It just cuts the grass. But there you go. It's so in those hard to reach areas, if you're cutting someone's lawn, if you're doing that as a jobbing game, and you can't get into a particular corner or something, you might want a smaller mower rather than the 0 turns and those kind of things. This could be part of your equipment and machinery that you take with you. Oh, that was what I was going to say as well. As you already saw, it will, if I start the engine and just walk with it now, that'll only go at 4 miles an hour. However, if you want to get it to places a little bit quicker, you can pick it up, you can put it onto trailers and stuff, you can strap it down, and you can obviously get a lot faster to a place if you carry it than you can if you stand with it and push it along. So again, that's entirely up to you, however you want to go about that, of course. So that's the hand lawnmower by JMZ. Next we have got, oh yes, We've got this. This is the Alpego KF7 300 by Pepe 978, 5.52 megabytes download. Under subsoilers, 3 meters and 3 slots and 3 meters wide. Under cultivators, 2 slots and 3 meters wide. I'm sure people will ask, how come on the last few mod reviews you've been skipping over cultivators and stuff like that, but you're going to show this one? Because I've got more time. Because I haven't got as much stuff to review, and this is what I keep saying. If Giants keep dropping so many mods on so many days, I have to skip through stuff because otherwise I just can't get it all done. Whereas today I've got a bit more time, so we can actually have a look. So and I wanted to have a look because these are actually 2 separate things that join together, and I wanted to see what they did individually and then together, which makes sense. I've already said the sections they are under, but if we come up to our cultivating section, under our subsoilers is where you'll find that bit there. 11 grand, no options, comes with that, 160 horsepower required. And if we go to our cultivators just there, you'll find the other attachment. Now, you can't run that attachment on its own. Again, there's no option of that. That has to go with the subsoiler, because there's no 3-point link attachment on that. They are designed to go together. So with this, we can create fields. So normally a subsoiler, oh, there you go. So it's given us a ploughed state and a ploughed look, and we can create fields with this. So we can utilise it as a plough, and I'm making the assumption that once we have the cultivator on the back, that will give us our ploughed state, but it will give us a cultivated look because the cultivator should do the cultivating. So once attached, do I need to lower that? Let's lower that down. There we go, so they're both level. If I drop them both down together now, what should happen is, as we go, there we go, so we're cultivating with the front section, subsoiling with the front section, but then we are cultivating it with the rear section on there. So you can run the front one independently if you want a ploughed look and ploughed state, but if you want to cultivate at the same time to get it all done, so you've got yourself, you're ploughing with a nice prepared seed bed like so, you can. Now this should bring up big stones. The subsoilers generally bring up big stones. But again, I'm having this weird thing where some areas on my map I'm getting stones and some areas I'm not. It doesn't always quite make sense. But anyway, that's the Alpego KF7 by Pepe 978. I've missed one out. I've just realised. I'm so sorry. Under sheds, if you've been shouting and yelling at the screen. Here. Just there. 5 slots, the old metal shed, 2.63 megabytes download by Krecik as well. That's what it looks like. No customization. I just looked down my notes and thought, oh no, I've missed it. There we go. Yeah, no customization options. It comes just like that. For 10 grand for placement of whatever you want to put in it. There we go. Which brings us on to the last of the mods for today. Friday the 28th. Potentially this week. I don't think we're going to be getting any mods over the weekend. Who knows? I don't think we are. It's been a busy week. Giants are trying to clear the decks. They're trying to get through their backlog of mods. Yeah, as efficiently as they can. And we've had, I think DJ, when I spoke to him earlier, when mods dropped, we've had something like 157 or 159 mods. And then, like I always say, when you include the mod packs in that, I would say probably double that in the amount of individual mods. But that's crazy for a week. My mind, and again, I go back to FS17 when mods first came out on console. The concept of having 150 mods in a week, it's like, no, that's insane. But anyway, here we are. So last pack then, the CLAAS Lexion 500 series by Eid123, 141.78 megabytes download. We have 2 harvesters, 4 headers, and 2 header trailers. 12 slots and 16 slots for the 2 harvesters, 8 slots, 8 slots, 8 slots, and 9 slots for the headers, and then the 2 header trailers are 3 slots each. We'll see in a moment. The headers are 6, 6.6, 7.5, and 9 meters respectively. This is our CLAAS pack. I went for some big old chunky boys on the front there, but we have a track option on the larger Lexion as well. So if we go to our harvesters, just here, and here are our 2. So we've got the Lexion 510, 560, the 570, 580. If we have a look at this one first, so on this one it's 6,300 litre, 7,800 litre, 9,000 litre, and then the next one up has a longer pipe but stays at 9,000 litre. Then we got one more to the 550, and it's 9,700 litre with a long pipe. So but the actual horsepower doesn't change. There's nothing that says anything about horsepower, just changes the model size and the pipe length. We then got Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, BKT, Mitas, back again. And with these, we got options for mediums and standard. I don't think this one had wides. I think these were all standard and mediums. Pretty sure. It's on the next one up. Mitas, Trelleborg, yeah. We then got the back option on this, chaff blower, yes or no. GPS, we got no. We've got an old GPS, there's a little antenna bit on there, newer GPS system, then license plate. So that's the first one. Then the Lexion 575/80 has a few more options on this. So we've got the 570, looks like that, 10,500 litre tank. The 580, still a 10,500 litre tank. I can't tell, and I went round and round this to see what changed. It could be something on the engine. I couldn't work out what changed, but it had £6,000 on that. And I couldn't see anything that was different. Then we go to the 600, which actually gives us a longer pipe. Again, no change in horsepowers. Also, the difference between the 570, 580 are both 10,500 litre tank, and the 600 is a 12,000 litre tank. So not a bad sized tank actually on that. Now, wheel brand CLAAS is the track option. We've got the Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, back to CLAAS. So if you want tracks, you want the CLAAS. And the Trelleborg, we've got standard, medium, wide, wide 2. And there's a few of them that have got a wide 2. And as you can see, the platform and ladder adjusts with the width as you go on that as well. If we go to, which one was it? Was it Mitas? BKT starts on wide, wide 2, and back in there's no medium or stand on that. Straw chopper on the back, we've got an old model or a new model option. We've then got option for cover on the radiator cover. Option 1 looks like that. Option 2 looks like that. Option 3 looks like that. Back to option 1. Chaff blower, yes or no, underneath. Extra protection, yes or no. Puts that around the back to protect everything from poor reversing. We've got GPS, same as the front. We've got a little antenna blade one, old, and then a sort of more modern module on there with a license plate option on there too. Come out from there, come to our grain headers, and as I said, we've got 4 options: 12 grand, 15, 22, and 30 grand with the 6, 6.6, 7.5, and 9 meter headers. Options on these: we've got this laser sensor pilot. And we've got a reel, so this is the internal of the reel, so the bar that runs through the middle is small or big. So if you want a more reinforced bar on your reel, you can have a large one if you wish. Then we come out of there and we go to our header trailers. No, that's the wrong one. Header trailers under there, not under forage harvesters. And there we've got the V600, V750, and then the V600, V900. If you click on combinations, it will show you what it will hook up to and what harvester headers it should attach to. There we go. Just there. Options on this one. So depending on which particular header you're going to put on, gives you a slightly different length on that. Rim color option we can change on there. And then this one is just rim color and license plate option on there too. So I went for the larger of the harvesters. Jump in. Start it up. I didn't go for the tracks. Like I said, I thought the chunky tyres looked quite cool. Horn. Beacons, lights. We don't have a door or window or anything like that opens on this. Is as it is. We come to the back here. Let's just detach from that a second. So if we enable our straw swath, it does that. Disable it. If we open our harvester, pipe out. As you see, we've got a pipe light on there as well. Turn the lights off now. Pipe in. We'll hook up to our header on the header trailer. I can't believe that I'm actually getting the mods done on the same day. That it's not 7:30, 8 o'clock, 7:30. It's actually fairly early. Whew. It's like some kind of miracle. It's brilliant. Interior. Got a nice deep throaty, a nice bass note to that. Turn it on, drop our header. It adjusts for our sorghum, and away we go. It does what a harvester is designed to do. And it looks pretty cool in the process. There we go. That is the CLAAS Lexion 500 series by EAD123. We've got no maps today. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, enjoy your weekend and thanks for watching.